Of layers that law enforcement is working through in this particular case. And Stephanie mentioning those search efforts, that is investigators try to gather more evidence on the newborn's death and claims he was buried.
Channel 5's Rudy Mireles takes a look at the timeline law enforcement has constructed so far.
Today, the 6th day of the search for a missing newborn in Port Isabel. A search that began with a concerned resident contacting law enforcement last Wednesday. According to court records, a family friend heard from the mother of Zachary De La Rosa that he and his wife Suzanne Pierce were possibly expecting a child. When the individual went to confirm the pregnancy, he was asked by De La Rosa to return a bag of new baby clothes to the store, claiming Pierce had lost the child in a miscarriage and that a funeral had been held with only 2 people present. In an interview, the 2 people De La Rosa claimed were present at the funeral told investigators that he had called them back on March 8th, panicking as Pierce went into labor. After 5 hours, De La Rosa called again, reporting the birth of a baby boy they were calling Michael. Shortly after, the 2 individuals took them a bag of brand new baby clothes and saw the child alive, even taking a photo. A 30-minute visit, they say, was not a funeral. But the next day, officials, including Child Protective Service investigators, met De La Rosa and Pierce at their home, finding clothing similar to what Michael was wearing in the photo, specifically a pair of brown shoes. When they asked where his son was, De La Rosa was said to look surprised and stated he did not know of any Michael.
It wasn't until later in the day, around 4 o'clock in the afternoon, that officials actually saw De La Rosa walking down the street again. That's when they stopped him, and according to criminal complaints, he told them this.
And that's when he told us about the situation of the baby being born. So we knew right there and then, and that's when we found out that the baby was born.
De La Rosa going on to say that despite 2 hours of rescue efforts, the baby had stopped breathing, and that he did not know what Pierce had done with the baby he was now calling Malachi. After some back and forth with De La Rosa,
we were able to speak to the mother and gather a little bit more facts and more information of what they were saying of where she took the baby.
Here at the old site for the Queen Isabella Causeways, where Pierce alleges to have last held her newborn. An initial investigation found no makeshift gravesite anywhere in this region, and that's why the search is going to be continuing in this area today. In Port Isabel, Rudy Mireles, Channel 5 News.